Greetings. What's going on, guys? I know what time it is. It's time for the live Q&A. It's been a minute coming through, giving y'all some game today on how to get what? Summer ready, right? Hey, summer is like less than 2 months away. How many of y'all is ready, right? We're going to talk about that today, how you can get ready. Before we get into it, a little housekeeping. Guys, if you've not heard the news yet, let me be the first to let you know. I'm doing a free masterclass May 9th next week. It's called the Summer Shred Secrets. I'm going to be going fully in depth on all the nutrition, training, and just mindset hacks that I use to stay summer ready. And then I also give to my clients. If y'all want to pull up the links in the description of the video, and I'm also going to drop it in the chat. Y'all know the vibes. Who we got in the building? What's good? Javier, what up? Lolit, hi there. Greetings. 2 times big as hell. That's what's up, man. Sean, going live on the 2nd of May, keeping you big as hell. What up, Sean, man? You out here getting shredded? What's the deal? Toxie, KFC, keeping you big as hell. Yo, I ain't had KFC in many years. Where is KFC? I feel like they've fallen off the face of the earth. Is it just me, or have y'all just not been seeing KFC that much? Maybe I blocked it out of my mind. Tips and Trips says, what's goody? Greetings. Hey, guys. Type in the chat where you from. Let me know where y'all from. What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? Who we got in the building? That's what I'm talking about. iOS Corey. iOS Chris says, what's up, Corey? What up? What's popping? Yo, I see you post on Facebook. Big announcement coming soon. What's coming? Hey, the Summer Shred Secrets is coming, guys. I'm doing a free masterclass next week, the 9th. It's limited spots. So make sure you reserve a spot if you want to be a part of this. Basically, going to be telling you guys exactly what to do to get summer ready. You know what I'm saying? If you're one of those people right now, you got that body that's looking real sloppy, right? And summer's 2 months away, man. You don't have to walk into the summer looking like that if you got the right plan. I'm just give you guys a plan. I'm just, teach you guys some stuff, do live Q&A, obviously, give out some prizes and whatnot. It's going to be fun. Come to the Summer Shred Secrets. If not, if you want to just stay where you at, man, you ain't got to come. It's all good. Oh, there we go. Chris Brown is in the building from Hanson, Kentucky. What up, Chris Brown? You know what I'm saying? I think what you did to Rihanna was horrendous. No, I'm playing, man. Yo, Mohammed from Sudan. What up? What's popping? Wes Smith from Texas. Just got off the call with Raul, newest member of the Armstrong Army. Hey, welcome, my brother. Welcome to the family, bro. Excited to get some wins with you, man. I'll hit you up in a little bit once I get done with this. Southside Chicago, Springfield, Ohio, what up? In the process of getting my testosterone results back from the lab. What are your thoughts on TRT? I believe, guys, when it comes to testosterone replacement therapy, generally speaking, you want to aim to optimize your hormones naturally first, right? Just because there's a lot of things that you may not be doing right now to optimize your hormones that you could be doing, and it would actually circumvent, you having to get TRT. I have nothing against TRT. I'm not on it, right? I'm a balance my hormones naturally, but I know a lot of guys who are on it, and it just happened to be something that they felt like they needed at this stage in their life because, as men, as the older we get, naturally our testosterone does start to dip a bit. And so I know some guys who, once they started to get older, they did it. But I always advise you, hey, do as much as you can naturally first, because there may be things that you can do now, whether it be nutrition, training, sleep, recovery, managing stress, all those things combined in certain aspects could naturally raise your testosterone in the way to where you don't even necessarily have to go on a TRT, or when you go on the TRT, maybe you don't have to get as much of a aggressive dosage. That was helpful, guys. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Make sure it was helpful. Tina, hey Corey, what up? What's poppin', Tina? What kind of wins we got this week? How much weight you done lost? One of the homies said, do you eat any kind of sugar? Yeah, man. Sugar ain't bad, man. Eating sugar ain't gonna make you fat. Over consuming calories makes you fat. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Raymond, Corey, how detrimental is alcohol to your gains? Alcohol is probably the worst thing that you can do on a fat loss and muscle building journey, right? Alcohol will completely destroy all the hormonal processes of what gets your body to actually adapt from the thing that you did in the gym. So when you go to the gym, guys, you ain't burning fat or building muscle in there. You're just sending a signal to your body to adapt to do those things, right? All you're doing is telling your hormones, hey, do this thing for me. And that hormonal process starts, right? Whether it's building muscle or losing fat. And you give your body nutrients and recovery time and it do that shit, right? Well, guess what? When you consume alcohol, it cuts all that shit out, right? The process of lipolysis, your body converting fat into fatty acids and then using it for energy, burning fat, kills that shit, right? You consume alcohol, no more lipolysis, right? Same thing with muscle protein synthesis. That's your body taking, the protein you consume and converting it into new muscle. Guess what, guys? When you drink alcohol, that shit's done. No more muscle protein synthesis. So you basically you just fucking your whole shit up, man. If you consume alcohol when you're doing it, that's my take on alcohol and getting your gas. Now, if you okay with having like a day where you just take a L, right? If you're fine with that, then go for it. Do whatever you want to do. You're an adult. If that was helpful, type 1 in the comments. I just want to make sure that was helpful. Wes pulling up with another comment. Corey, I've been following your advice for about 3 weeks. Just off your videos, I'm already down 5 pounds. Congrats, big dog. Hey man, if you join the family, we about to blow that motherfucking success out the water. We about to get way more fat loss than that. And if you guys are coming here too, you just hopped on and you want to lose some fat, you know what I'm saying? Like the homie West just put in the chat, I'm doing a free masterclass next week on Thursday called the Summer Shred Secrets. I'm giving away all my secrets. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna teach you guys some things to help you get summer ready before it's too late. But more importantly, maintain those results long term. If you want to reserve a spot, because there are limited seats, right? And I actually don't do this every year, right? Go ahead and hit the link. I just dropped it in the chat. It's in the description of the video too. All right. JR, my dog says, I'm down 38 pounds since September after following Corey. Let's give it up for JR. JR getting it popping out here. That's what I'm talking about. Summer Shred Secrets keep you big as hell. That's not the goal though. The Summer Shred Secrets is supposed to not keep you big as hell. Denise says your information is very positive and you're saving lives. Denise, I appreciate you. Okay, you have excellent taste. Thank you very much. Hope I can help you as much as possible. Alan, meds and supplements during the fast, take at normal time, depends on what it is. Some of those medications that you take, depending on what you have, require you to have nutrients in the body for your body to actually absorb them. The only thing I would recommend to guys and gals alike, to take when fasting is maybe just consume a multivitamin, right? You won't absorb all of the vitamins from it, but you'll get some. And essentially, if you need something where you have to take additional nutrients, like it's prescribed by a doctor, I think you take that once you break your fast. You know what I'm saying? That's my take. If that was helpful, type 1 in the comments for anybody who's out here taking medication. Connor, how do you progressively overload? I can't figure it out. Well, first and foremost, if you use the word can't, you're already defeating yourself, right? Anytime you say anything about your situation, you put that thought process on the forefront. So if you're out here talking about the shit you can't do, then you're right. You know what I mean? Like you can't figure it out. You're incapable. All your brain is gonna come up with is reasons to support that belief, right? But just because you said that and you believe that doesn't mean that it's true. But if you believe it, it will become true for you. So be very careful with your words, guys. You know, when you say you can't do something, you know, you really can't. All you're gonna focus on is that. But if you're saying, yo, I gotta figure this out, I've been wanting to learn, I can't wait to get to know how, that's a different connotation because now your brain's figuring it out. That said, yo, progressive overload is simple, man. It's just math. Right? It's just math. Motherfuckers be making that shit complex. Right? It's just math, baby. Now I know some of y'all started sweating. As soon as I said math, you said, oh shit. Right? Listen, I'm not taking y'all to class, right? Yeah, I ain't got no test tonight. I promise you. But progressive overload, for those that don't know, it's just like it's the process your body has to go through to like build more muscle. It's just math, right? It's just like, let's say I'm doing squats, right? And I want to progressively overload my squat, meaning I want to build more muscle and strength squatting. If I go in the gym, I do 100 pounds for 3 sets of 10, right? That right there is a certain amount of volume. Volume is like how many sets you did with how much weight for how many repetitions. I'm not going to do the math and shit because I already see y'all sweating in the chat, right? But basically, you take that, man. And then the next week, you beat those statistics. That's progressive overload. So if you did 100 pounds, 3 sets, 10 reps, if you did 100 pounds, 4 sets for 10 reps, congratulations. You've progressively overloaded the muscles. You're going to build new muscle now, right? If you did 3 sets, 11 reps each time with the same weight, the 100 pounds, congratulations. Progressive overload, right? That's literally it. It's just adding either sets, reps, or weight to the bar, right? To the movement. Guys, if that made sense, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, family. Right? Give me a motherfucking thumbs up. All right. Denise says she's gotta go, but it's been real. Hey, I appreciate the love, baby girl. This is from me to you, Denise. Shout out to you. Anonymous Chill says, can you shout out my friend Nika? He lost 20 pounds within 9 months. Hey, congrats to that guy, whoever that is, right? Thoughts on alternate day fasting? I think it's fantastic. I do it a lot, right? I encourage a lot of my clients to do it. You know, if they're hitting sticking points with their caloric deficit, and honestly, it lends itself well to your lifestyle. If you like are somebody who's just kind of struggling to get into a deficit, right? Your metabolism isn't that fast. It's a cheat code to make sure that you are in a deficit. So hopefully that helps, man. Thoughts on bringing a food scale to jail? I don't know. I mean, if you got to do it, you got to do what you got to do, man. If you got to do a bid and get the gains at the same time, to do it. What do you think about a 7-day water fast? What are you doing it for, right? If you're doing it for like spiritual reasons, like there can be some benefits there, but like if you're doing it for like being aesthetic, like getting ripped, I think it could be excessive, right? Because once you exceed like 3 days of fasting, like your body does start to eat into muscle at that point. So, I mean, I don't know if it's worth it to lose muscle to fast 7 days, but maybe it is. Maybe your goal is not to keep muscle and lose fat. Maybe your goal is something else. So I would need more detail. Zeke says he puts on for his city. Shout out to Jeezy. That's what's up. What's good? What's a good go-to food for you? Mine is tuna salad. Steak and salmon are my go-tos. I really like steak and salmon, like almost every day. I heard people lost like 10 pounds in that time. Yeah, but you can lose 10 pounds without doing that shit too. You don't have to fast for 7 days just to lose some fucking weight, man. I got people in my program who eat every day and lose 10 pounds in 7 days in their first 7 days if they do the things right. And then obviously, depending on how much weight they had to lose, it happens, right? So you don't have to fast 7 days to do that shit. But maybe you feel like you do, right? Maybe you're not willing to track your foods and lift weights and do the other shit I'm talking about, man. Do your fast, man. It's all good. Uh yeah. Thoughts on egg white yogurt protein powder dinner? I don't know. I don't know what you are. Did you mix those together? Right? Because that sounds wild. Sounds like you can get a lot of protein pretty quickly like that, though. This is a hack for y'all who struggle to get your protein in too. By the way, if you get some like carton egg whites, some already made egg whites, and you like mix it with protein powder, you'll get a lot of protein very quickly. And essentially, the egg whites have no flavor. They take on the flavor of your protein powder. It's just a little hack, guys. Uh, Derek, how much cardio do you recommend someone to do for a weight training program? Depends on what your goal is, man. Cardio is not conducive to getting strong or ripped. It can help with endurance, right? And heart health and things like that, blood flow circulation, and to some degree recovery, right? Because if you have more, if your blood flow is good, your circulation is good, your body distributes nutrients to the muscles and cells better. But it's not something that's like you need to get strong or get ripped. You can do the shit I'm doing right now, man. Just walk more, and that could be a good offset, right? But you don't need fucking cardio to get get ripped, man. Uh, is it okay to eat the skin on baked chicken? Tina, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's your life. You know what I'm saying? Am I eating the skin on my baked chicken? No, because I don't eat baked chicken, man. I eat grilled chicken, baby. But that's just my life. you know, grilled chicken. But like skin is like eating the skin on chicken. It's not a big deal. I want to be real. I want to be really real with you. Like, don't sweat that shit. Like, how many more calories is going to be on your on your day for you eating some skin off some chicken? Probably not a lot. You eating fried chicken, that could shoot the calories up for sure. But baked chicken, it's light, man. Nicholas came through with up 255, 8%. Never done cardio in my life. There you go, man. If you want to look like a motherfucking action figure like Nicholas, right? You know what I'm saying? I would heed those words, man. Lift weights, get strong, hit your macros, right? Put the right food in your body to recover and get some fucking sleep, man. Have you heard of Ryan Garcia testing positive for PED? Can that give someone a big fan an advantage a week before a fight? He tested negative 4 times before it. I don't know, man. Like, I don't really be like looking too much into that type of shit, man, because it's just something like I have a mental block against like really like focusing on what rich motherfuckers is doing, right? Especially like athletes who like get paid millions and millions of dollars to go fight for like 10 minutes, right? Like, if he felt like he needed to do that to win, okay, I get it, man. Like, I look at myself like, would I take steroids right now to be an online fitness coach that I am? No, because I don't need to, right? I just need to be like proficient, right? And I need to look good. I don't need to be on steroids to do that. But if I was about to shoot a movie, right, where I needed to look like like out of this world, like sort of like a Greek god, if you will, like a black Greek god, would I take steroids? Probably. Right? Probably. Because that's probably at that level, millions and millions of dollars is riding on how I look. And if I'm looking to look the most aesthetic, yeah, maybe I'm taking some drugs. So maybe he felt like to perform well and win that $1 million fight that he was in, he needed to juice up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there you go. That's what he felt like he needed to do. I get it, right? But I'm not him, so I don't know why he did it or if he did it. But if he did do it, I get that shit. All right, trust me, I understand. Um, But don't discredit people who take PEDs, man. Like, you understand how many people take PEDs and they still look like shit and perform like shit? Most of them, right? Y'all ain't never heard of them because they're a bunch of nobodies that go to your local gym. And that's because PEDs don't determine what you look like or what you perform like. They can enhance it, but you need a foundation of the right training, nutrition, and consistent habits and discipline for that shit to even work, right? So it don't even matter, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Ed, what up? What's up, big dog? You know what I'm saying? Lord Billboard came through, man. That's how you know you're doing big things, man. Lord Billboard take a minute to come through. They say you got popped for Ostring. Yeah, man, motherfuckers say sometimes you get caught up, man, but I stand by what I said, man. If you steroids don't make the man makes it makes the steroids. Eula, do you meal prep? Nah, I have a meal prep company that sends me meals. Oh, Randy pulled up. Randy, what up? Big Randy out here getting ripped on the program. What's good? But Eula, nah, man. I get Factor. They deliver meals to me. Ed says all the steroids are being done by regular looking dudes in the gym. You would never know they use steroids. That's a fucking fact. I done stood next to people, you know what I'm saying, who'd have been on steroids and I look better than them. And I'm like, yo, how? It's because their foundation is trash, right? it's, it's like, you ever seen somebody, like, I know you guys have had this experience, like you seen somebody wear some clothes and the way that they wear that outfit, it don't look right, but then someone else wears the same thing and it just looks right on them. It's the same thing with steroids, man. It's not the clothes don't make the man, right? Same thing. The steroids don't make the man make the steroids. Connor, I have a sprained wrist right now, and is there anything I should do to not lose my gains? Connor, just focus on recovery, man. Like, don't get too wrapped up in it. You're gonna lose some gains, man. Like, to some degree, depending on how long you are dealing with that sprain. Like, a sprain isn't the same as like a break. You know what I mean? So maybe you're not gonna be on the sideline for that long, but like, just focus on healing, man. Anything that you lose, you can always get back. That's the thing. Like, I think about muscle like the way I think about money. If you lose it, you can always get it back, right? All right. People make money every day, just like you can take your ass in the gym, lift some weights, right? And then, recover and, put the right nutrients in. You can do that every day. So you can turn it around whenever. Lord Billboard says, what are your go-to deep core exercises? Mine are a little unconventional, man. So I really like right now, I actually like the inversion boots sit-ups. Some of y'all like, what? Right? I call them the Batman boots, man, because they got these little hooks where you like put them on a bar and you hang upside down like motherfucking Batman, right? I like those because you get sort of this combo of your spine's decompressing and you're getting a full stretch of your abdominals. So you stretch the abs out and then you come up. I like those. I also like what's called I call them active planks, because it's like you can plank, but then if you sort of like tilt, I would have to show you guys in the video. If you've seen my video on it, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. But it's like you get into a plank, you tilt your pelvis forward a little bit, and you sort of brace the core as if you're doing like a mini crunch. So some people call them plank crunches, right? I call them active planks because I just hold there. That's another good one because you activate the abdominals more doing it that way. And then, man, I really like, guys, I like cable crunches, man. Cable crunches, man. You can get a good range of motion with that. You can really load that stack up. You know what I'm saying? And that Roman chair sit-ups, those would be my top. Hopefully that's helpful. If that was helpful, type 1 in the chat, y'all. Amanda pulled up. What up? What's good? Are you strict on natural flavors? I think they get a bad rap. Yeah, nah, I mean, bro, I take like 1 to 2 packs of these every day. This is called LMNT. It's an electrolyte pack. No, I'm not sponsored by them. No, I ain't got no fucking links, man. I just like this shit, right? Um, but this has natural flavors in it, man. It has natural flavors in it. It's got some stevia in it, and it's got all the electrolytes you could possibly need. I take it every day. It's not a big deal. People who out here nerding out about fucking these sweeteners and natural flavors, man. I think they hyper focus on shit that has an impact, but not a huge one, right? Like I tell my guys, for example, if you're doing an intermittent fasting, look, artificial sweeteners, they break your fast. It is what it is. But can you have some artificial sweeteners and fast and still get results? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It does bring you out of the fast for a little period of time. But if you having a long enough break in between the time that you take that to when you actually eat, you'll actually go back into a fasted state because your body will kick back over into utilizing stored nutrients at some point. So hopefully that's helpful. Hey, yo, do you ever consider getting on braces? Yeah. Yes. Yo, I can't wait. You know how long I've had crooked teeth, bro? Right. I'm 32, man. You think I don't know my teeth are crooked? Fucking yeah. Would I like to fix it? Yeah. Am I going to? At some point, yeah. This is not top priority right now, man. You know, but I'm sure you felt real good putting that joke in the chat, man. So hey, shout out to you, man. Corey got crooked teeth, man. Motherfucker, I knew that. I've known that for 3 decades now. Uh, uh, yeah. So Missy says, ain't nothing wrong with your teeth. I haven't had any complaints, man. Honestly, but yeah, can I get better? Yeah. It's like everything, right? Like I ain't never heard somebody say, yo, I got enough money. I ain't never heard nobody say that, right? Even though you may be making good money, you always look at your bank account. You're like, man, if I had more, what would life be like, right? So you can always improve. That's how I look at my physique, my look, the way that I speak, the way that I communicate, you know, uh, how I help my people, my clients. I always look at it like, hey, how can I get better, right? So yeah. And guys, if you want to get better, right? Because I know some of y'all want to get better, go ahead and pull up to the Summer Shred Secrets Masterclass. It's completely free. Next week, Thursday, right? I'm gonna be giving you guys all the secrets that I use to stay summer ready, right? And help my clients get summer ready, so you can get there, man, before it's too late. It's only 2 months left, man. What you gonna be looking like this summer? If you want to get a spot to the free masterclass before it's too late, man, go ahead, hit the link, pull up, reserve you a spot. Now I can't guarantee all y'all gonna get a spot, all right, because we got limited seats. But you know what I'm saying, you put your hat, your name in the hat, man. Maybe you can get in there. Yeah. Yo, you want to clap? Say, yo, Corey, let's go out for a run. I don't know if I want to run with you, man. I have no intention of doing any running unless it's to like escape from something. But I don't usually run from things, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of things that I got to run from. So I have no desire to run. I'd rather just get in my car and go where I got to go. Develop good habits and you're summer ready all year long. Yo, Nick is telling the truth, man. Right? What I want to teach you guys in the Summer Shred Secrets is foundational principles and habits that help you get summer ready and stay summer ready all year long. You know what I'm saying? Swan says, is you gonna steal my info? Yep. I am actively scamming on YouTube and Facebook right now, man. I this is all an elaborate scheme to steal Swan's email address. so I can do something deliberately sinister, right? So I can be nefarious with this motherfucker's email, right? Yes, that's what I got on here to do today. How many calories are in women's boobs? That's a good question. I don't know, right? But I can tell you right now, 1 pound of fat carries 3,500 calories. Okay. So if you really wanted to know what, what amount of calories was in a boob, I guess you would have to weigh out how many pounds it is, and then determine like that. So if it's 2 pounds, right? I don't have them, so I don't know what it's like. But let's say it's 2 pounds, right? I don't know if that's excessive or not, but like that'd be 7,000 calories because you take 3,500, you multiply by two. Hopefully that's helpful. If you just learned something new about fat, man, type one in the comments so I know that was helpful. Teresa, love all your weight loss info. Hey, thank you, Teresa. Thank you. I aim to help. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad anything I shared was of some sort of value to you. That's what's up. Zachary says breaking bad habits is the hard part. How to crush not going back to those habits after trying to break them. Well, Zachary, first you got to start with your speech patterns. I was talking earlier about, don't like do your best not to say things that you don't want to become true. Listen to how you talk about it. You say, I'm trying to break them, right? There's two type of people on this planet. You have people who try and you have people who do. People who try make the effort. And when things get tough, they quit. And then they say, oh, I tried. Then those people who have committed and said that they're going to do, they decide that no matter what happens, they're going to figure it out. So which one would you like to be? Really, it's just that, because everything you do is habit forming. So if you start like getting better at like continuing to persist in the face of obstacles, then what perpetually starts to happen is that's your new habit. Like that's your new default. You know how motherfuckers like, guys, if you've ever snoozed your alarm before, type one in the comments. I want to see something. If you ever snooze your alarm to wake up, right? If you ever snoozed it before, type one. I want to do an experiment real quick just to say something. Hey, okay, there go the ones. There go the ones. So look, now, guys who type one, if you snooze your alarm and then the next day you thought about doing it again, type two, right? Type two in the chat if you ever snooze your alarm and then the next day you thought about doing it again. Like it just crossed your mind. I ain't saying you did it, but I'm saying like it came to your thoughts. You was like, man, maybe I should do it again, right? You know why that is? Because every time you do anything, you establish what's called a neural pathway in your brain. Basically, you're getting your brain good at doing something new. So when you do it repeatedly, you reinforce that neural pathway, and you do that long enough, that just becomes your new standard, your new habit, right? So if you've ever had this experience, maybe you snooze your alarm once, the next day you think about it, you do it again. Now, next thing you know, you just setting your alarm later because you're doing it over and over and over and over again. But basically, all you're doing is training your brain to fucking procrastinate, to be lazy, right? It's the same with everything. You can train your brain to get better at putting things off, or you can train your brain to get better at getting things done. All right. Yo, if that was helpful information, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Just want to make sure y'all with me. Right. Hey, appreciate your content. Thank you, JJ. Do you have an Oura ring? And if so, do you use it during workouts? I do have an Oura ring. And no, I do not use it during workouts. I did it one time. I started I started scraping the titanium paint off, and I was devastated. I was like, damn. I'm fucking my own ring up. So I don't use it during my workouts. D Jordan says that's how you become the pilot, the CEO of yourself. Hack your brain. Yeah, you can retrain your brain. You can train your brain to be a exceptional human being, or you can train yourself to be a lazy motherfucker. That's why people lazy, by the way, y'all. They train their brain to be that way. How many calories should I burn a day if I eat 1,800 calories? Still, Zeno, what is your goal? I don't know what your goal is. Like, what are you looking to accomplish? Then I would be able to tell you. SC says, how do you stay consistently so positive? Is it real? Listen, man, I don't do the whole positivity shit, man. Right. Right. Like people be like, oh man, just think happy thoughts and things will get better. I don't subscribe to that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? All those people, typically like, I don't know, they weird, they worship rocks, right? They be talking about the three horoscopes they got. Oh, I'm a Sagittarius rising and a Libra falling, right? I don't know what that means, right? I don't eat kale chips, right? Right. I don't subscribe to that thought process. I've never read The Secret. So I'm not one of these positive thinking motherfuckers. I'm not. I am just somebody who recognizes not only my own power, but the power that you guys have to make different decisions, right? And shift your perspective and your focus to what you want it to be, right? So I'm here to empower you, give you more information, but also to tell you that you have the choice every time. Anytime something happens, you can choose to focus on like, oh man, things ain't going my way, and when, and bitch about it and complain, stay where you at. Yeah, you can do that. A lot of people do that, and I shame them every day, right? But you could also say, you know what? I don't want to look at it like this. I want to look at this as something that's actually empowering me to be better so that I can accomplish whatever I want to accomplish, maybe inspire other people and be the best version of myself. That's what I talk about. I talk about making decisions to focus on what you want to focus on, right? A lot of people be out here, focused on what other people want them to focus on. I don't do that. Right? I am what my man's I think DJ Jordan said. I am the pilot of my own brain. I've decided that I'm going to focus on exclusively being dope and helping other people become dope too. And if that's what y'all, came here for, you know what I'm saying? Welcome, man. I'm glad that y'all came here for that. If you want more help, just being consistent, hacking your own brain, getting great results. Hey, come to the masterclass, baby. Pull up to the masterclass, man. We're gonna be getting deep into the mindset on the masterclass as well. Summer Shred Secrets. Go ahead, go grab that seat so that you don't miss out. It's limited seats, guys, and it's completely free. I only do this every couple of years too, by the way. So come through. Sean says, butt or boobs? I like big butts, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sir Mix a Lot, man. He was on to something, because it's like if a girl has a big butt, she had to earn that, unless she had like a gift genetically, right? But I typically only date girls who are uh fit, right? Because I'm in shit. What would I look like, you know, being next to somebody who doesn't work out? Um, but yeah, man, I'm into butts because you got to build a butt. But if you got, what I'm saying, gifted with a chest, hey, you ain't had nothing to do with that. Great. ATS collab with Alpha Male Strategies. I don't know who that is. He has a good name, but I don't know who that is. Sheila, glad you are on live today. Hey, thank you, Sheila. I hope you get some value from this today too. CS gave me with a hand class. Okay, I think that was helpful information for the homie, man. Hopefully that helps you, bro. Butter boobs, I'll stick with the bank balance. Hey, that is a position that I would subscribe to as well. Thoughts on Eddie Abu? I don't know who that is. Who you got winning the NBA Finals? I haven't been keeping up with it as much as I would like to, even though I'm really a big fan of the NBA. I just been really busy lately. From what I've seen, man, it's real. It's gonna be real tough to do away with the Timberwolves or surprisingly the Thunder. The Jazz, I mean the Nuggets. I always think the Nuggets and the Jazz is like the same team. The Nuggets are defending though, so you can never count them out. But yeah, I don't know. Something about Anthony Edwards, man. Something about that guy's energy, man. I think they're gonna be a threat in the West at the end of it all. Melissa says, hello, I'm a newbie here. Welcome, Melissa, and all my other newbies, right? Anything that you need help with, let me know. Swan says, Corey, is it good to eat 69 meat lovers pizza for weight loss? I'm not sure if you can burn that all off, bro. I don't know a human in existence that can burn through 69 meat lovers pizzas in a day. That sounds stupid as hell, but maybe you know something I don't know, man. That sounds ridiculous. Corey, do you watch baseball? Nah, I ain't never really got into it. It's a, you know what it is? It's sort of a slower game. It's a slower paced game. It's not that I don't respect those athletes, but it's like slower pace than like basketball or football. So I typically like those games more. Um, how many calories should I burn a day if I eat 1,800 calories and trying to lose body fat and gain muscle? I'm still Zeno. The issue with that statement is you can't do that. You can't lose fat and build muscle at the same time. I mean, you could, right? It could happen, but you can't target them. That's a better way to say that. Like you have to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat, and you have to be in a calorie surplus to gain muscle, or at least to target muscle gain. Some people build muscle in a deficit, but it's not a target that you can actually legitimately say, hey, I'm going to do this. So, you know, you basically ask me, how do I turn left and right at the same time? That shit is impossible, bro. Right? So I think you got to just pick a goal, man, one or the other, and then I could like tell you what it would look like. But you know, if you come to the Summer Shred Secrets, man, I'll kind of break down like how to figure out your calories and all that stuff. Like I said, the class is free and we got limited spots, so go ahead and get you a spot. You know, if you want to, you know, a little bit more help. What do you think? Who do you think would win a fight to the death, Brian Shaw or an adult male chimpanzee? I don't know who Brian Shaw is, but chimpanzees are tough. I can say that much. Missy says that's pretty helpful. Glad to hear that. Kevin Samuelson is the GOAT. I don't know about the GOAT, but he was pretty dope, man. Rest in peace. How do you feel about vegan protein? Protein powder or just like vegan protein meats? Pause. Right? Like I don't have anything against them, and I drink plant-based protein all the time personally, just because I really like Owen, and they are in my opinion, the best pre-mixed protein shakes out there. But I don't know what you're asking me. World's strongest man is Brian Shaw. Oh, shout out to him, man. All right, you just taught me something, man. Shout out to him, man. He's strong as shit, man. So he, he probably has a fighting chance against a chimpanzee. Sheila says, I am sad with sad though. I lost a few pounds. I have no booty to start with. Damn, Sheila. You can turn that around though. You can get you a booty now if you do it right. I lost weight and honey, my pants and skirts are falling off this big ass belly. Science reads, walk off belly. Look, well, here's the thing. If you lost your booty, that booty wasn't your booty. That was just fat, right? So what you now have to do is actually build muscle, right? You got to build some booty muscle for you to have, you know, that thing popping. If you lost it when you was losing fat, all you lost was the fat that's really covering the booty you got. So now you're just being exposed to what you have. You just didn't know that that's what you really had. You know what I'm saying? So you got to build that booty muscle, girl. That's all. That's the fun part. Once you lose the fat, it's like building the muscles, the fun part. Nicholas says, I hear Kevin Samuels and I can hear his Big Shirley jokes. Yeah, man. He was a funny motherfucker, man. I'm still, you know, I want to work on fat loss. Yeah. So like, again, I don't know your stats, man, but like I could tell you like this, man. 1 pound of fat has 3,500 calories. So just depending on like, you know, how aggressive you want to get at this weight loss, you can burn as many calories as you like. It's just how aggressive do you want to be in your deficit, right? Do you want to, you know, I don't know what your BMR is, right? So you have to tell me what your BMR is. If you haven't found that out, you know, you can find that out pretty easily. You can come to the Summer Shred Secrets, right? I'll tell you how to do it on that too. But like when you find your BMR and you set a calorie number, right, in relation to that, whatever the distance is the deficit. So if your BMR is 2,000 calories and you taking in 1,800, your deficit is 200 calories just from the calories themselves. And so now any amount of movement you do is just additional to that. So it's really about how hard you want to go. Do you want to cut your calories down even more? Do you want to do more steps in a day? Do you want to, burn more calories through strength training? Like, what do you want to do? Right. I can tell you that part's up to you, but you can lose a pound of fat if you burn 3,500 calories. We out to Arby's. Yo, Arby's is like, it's like really mid. I've never left Arby's like, damn, I want another one, right? It's like not that exciting. Drake versus K Dot. Who you got? K Dot. I mean, K Dot, man. It's like it's not even a competition, really, man. It's like it's not even close. From a lyric, like we talking about rap, we're not talking about hits, we're not talking about popularity, we're not talking about songs, right? Being able to sing and shit, right? We ain't talking about who got the most number ones. We're not talking about that. We're talking about straight bars, rapping. There's no version of reality where bar for bar Drake can hang with Kendrick Lamar. So I kind of feel bad for Drake for picking this fight. He if I was Drake and that happened, man, I might have just like kept making hit singles and and like not came back with a diss record because it's about to get real bad. Yeah, man. And I feel like Drake's gonna drop another response record, which is unfortunate, man, because if he does that, man, I feel like Kendrick is gonna go Super Saiyan on him, man. He's gonna go crazy. Logan Paul or Mike Tyson. So Mike is like 60, man. So I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough because he is Mike Tyson though, but he is 60. So there's some different factors. My man said Logan Paul, not Jake Paul. Yeah, it's actually Jake Paul who's fighting him, not Logan. Keith Richards says Kendrick is mid. Come on, man. Do you even believe that? Do you even believe that? Come on, man. How? How? If we talking about him, how is he mid? Right? Like literally, his name is coming up in conversations of songs he's not even on, and he's mid. Really? He's got every album he's ever dropped has been platinum. Really? He's mid? You sure? I don't know, man. Best protein powder you suggest. Guys, I don't have a preference for protein powder. Personally, I'm not a fan of any one powder. Like I think about protein powder like socks, right? Like if I got a drawer full of socks, I'm not picking a special pair, right? I'm just putting the motherfucking socks on and I'm leaving, right? So it's like that with protein powder. It's like I will get whatever brand that I digest well and tastes good and hits my macros. That's all I'm worried about, right? If it's got really clean ingredients, that's even better, right? But there was a point in time where I was losing fat and building muscle with some cheap ass protein from Walmart because I was poor, right? So like I will tell you guys that like that's my advice that I get to my clients. I always say focus on how well you digest the protein. That's thing number one, right? So some of you guys have a issue with lactose, right? Where you get, if you've ever had the protein farts or you got bloated afterwards, you guys don't know it, but you have very latent lactose intolerance showing up when you consume whey protein. So I would convert away from that and actually go more like plant-based or soy or something like that if I was you guys. But that's the first thing. It's like, how well do I digest it? How do I feel after consuming this? The second thing is, what does it taste like? If I got to drink this to get to my goals, do I want to be drinking some mud water every single day, right? Do I want to feel like I'm about to gag? One of my clients yesterday told me, he was like, man, I got to choke the protein down. I said, choke it down? That sounds awful, right? And then I also said pause, right? But it's like, that's the other thing is like, can I stand, consuming this and it not be an issue? And, that's the second thing. The third thing is like if you can look for like some really like clean ingredients, that's kind of like the third thing I would look at. But you know, that part is it's not the utmost priority in my opinion, because you can still get great results with stuff that's like supposedly not the best quality. Hell, you only supposed to be drinking in my opinion, maybe 20% of your protein intake, right? So like 80-20 rule, 80% of your protein intake should be real food. The other 20% maybe you drink. If that was helpful, type 1 in the comments. Big Sean and J. Cole are better. Compare freestyles on stations for ones. Keith, I don't know how much hip hop you really listen to, man. If you think, I mean, Sean is nice, and so is Cole. But have you listened to like this man's whole discography? Like, if you listen to Section 80, did you listen to Overly Dedicated, right? Or are you just one of those guys who like heard like a song on the radio and was like, man, why do people like this guy, right? I don't like him. I like Drake, right? Have you really listened, man? I don't know. If you're saying Sean and Cole, maybe Cole, but Big Sean, no. He cooked him. So Big Sean got cooked, and there wasn't even a real battle. He got cooked, right? Like, you know, Be Humble is a slight jab at Big Sean. And Big Sean called Kendrick Lamar and apologized, right, for saying wild stuff, right? And then on his own song, twice, songs where Big Sean was together with Kendrick Lamar, Big Sean had like basically he was butthurt because everybody said Kendrick's like verse was better. You know what I'm saying? And you see what Cole just did. Cole just apologized, man. Cole didn't want the smoke, man. How's he better? Melissa. So I've tried Owen and was not fond of the taste. Oh, damn, Melissa. What flavor though? Was it the vanilla though? You know, if it wasn't the vanilla, you might have fucked up. But no, I mean, it depends. Like I think we have to go back to like what I just said about like protein. It's not even really about like the brand as much as it is like, you know, how well you digest it, you know, the actual taste. Like, so she's talking about taste, and then the macros. Off the top of my head, I mean, some of my clients tell me they like Premier Protein, those shakes. Some people like the Core Power shakes. You know, some of my clients really like I just heard about this new one called Slate that my clients were telling me about. You know, muscle milk might be okay, but you might bloat. You know, you might get that bloaty bloat. Marcellus says he loves the Owen. Hey, that's my dog. Yeah, Owen is dope. Mike, how often do you do these live sessions? Whenever, you know, whenever I got time, man. Like, I don't have a set time right now. I usually do them like, there was a point last month where I did one every day. But honestly, I haven't had the time to do it every day. So I would say at a minimum, at least I'm going live like 3 to 4 times a week. But I spread it between Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Just depends on where I'm at. What do you think of Boost? I think Boost is fucking trash, right? Boost got way too many carbs in it. You know what I'm saying? It's basically a carb shake with some protein in it, man. So I'm not a fan of Boost. That's just my personal opinion, man. You can have it, right? You can do whatever you want to do. You're an adult. Most of them, should you lose first, then build muscle? Yvonne, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Because here's the thing. Let's say you built a bunch of muscle right now, Yvonne, or anybody else. If you got a high body fat percentage, will anyone see it? Right? Will it matter? No. It's not going to matter, right? Because you're not going to look as though you have muscle. You're just going to be like a fat round person, right? But if you lower your body fat percentage, you reveal the muscle underneath. That's how you see the tone, the scope, the definition, the things that everybody wants to see. So yeah, lose the fat first and then build the muscle. Maintain as much as you can. Bert and Ernie, what up? What's popping? How often do you fast? Bert, I fast almost every day to some extent. Every day to some extent, right? Like it's how long am I fasting, right? So I do personally, like last month, me and my girl, we was doing like fast all day long. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. My girl was doing fast up until 12, which is a long time for her because she's a girl. She loves brunch, right? Ladies love brunch. I don't know. If you're a lady and you love brunch, type one in the comments, right? I just want to, I have a theory that all women love brunch, right? So my girl, she fasts to one like 12 o'clock and then eat from like 12 to like 7 or like 1 to 8, depending. And then I just told her, like, yo, I'm tougher than you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just fast all day. You know what I'm saying? We just do the fast together, but I'm gonna do a more difficult one just to let you know what I'm saying, what's up. And the whole month I just fasted until like 7 or 8 p.m. Now I'm eating a little earlier again to reset my metabolic rate. But I mean, everybody fasts every day. Guys, if you sleep and you eat at the same time, type one in the comments. Nobody's gonna type one because nobody fucking eats while they're sleeping. That's not possible. Right? So what's gonna happen is like you fast while you're sleeping. It's just how long are you fasting, right? If you skip your earlier meals, right, you're extending your fast. So if you push your first meal up to like 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., like a lot of my clients, I have them do that when we write it out in their meal plan. They're fasting up until a certain point in time. But then as my clients sort of gradually get better at fasting, then we interject a lot of what I do, 20-hour fast, 24 hours, 48 hours. Just depends on the goal. Missy says, let's not. Yeah, somebody like that. Mike says, I'm 29, no girlfriend, no job, no house, still a virgin. Wow. But I got 350K USD and drive a 20K car, no debt. Do you think I'm a loser on a scale of 10? Thank you. Mike, it don't matter what the fuck I think, man. It matters what you think, right? How do you feel about yourself when you say those things about yourself, right? Do you take pride in where you at in your life and the position that you're in? Can you look at your finances, your physique, your mindset, your relationships with the people around you and really take pride in it? Because if you can, then it don't matter what the fuck I think or anyone else thinks for that matter. All that matters is that when you go to sleep at night, like you can be at peace with who you are and what you did that day. That's all that matters, bro. Um, if you want to improve any of those things, man, hey, get to work, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? You said you know what I'm saying, no girl, no job, no house, still a virgin. You can change all that shit, man. It's not insurmountable, man. You can turn all that around, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, man, for recognizing where you at because you can turn it around. Lila says, can I get a shout out? A lot of your tips, trying to lose weight. You trying or you doing? Lila, the fuck you talking about? Missy says, it's the first live she listens to and she adores me. Missy, you have fantastic taste. Right. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the support. Victoria, I took a test. I think it's called TDD. It's TDD. I suppose it take 2,500 calories a day if I fast 16 to 18 hours. How can I get 2,500 calories in a day? Victoria, what is your goal? Right? 2,500 calories sounds excessive. That sounds wild. Are you looking to build muscle? You about to do a bodybuilding show? Why is a woman taking in 2,500 calories? I would never put a woman on 2,500 calories unless she was, in fact, about to go do a bodybuilding show. Right? What is happening right now? Corey, do you watch Skibbity Toilet? I don't know what that is. It sounds wild though. Young Keith came back through after spewing that rap nonsense. Nah, I'm fucking with you, Keith. Not sure you answered this question. Coming off a 30-day raw fast, yo, that's wild. But congrats to you for making it. What's the best way to introduce regular food back? Do you think Euphoria is better than Ether or Takeover? All right. The best way to introduce food back, bro, is you wanna focus on foods not processed. Do not fuck with processed foods right now. Your body is not gonna be able to really like break that down as well as like natural foods. I would just gradually reintroduce really small things that don't require a lot of like, it's gonna sound weird, but a lot of chewing. So like if you can get like for example, like fruits and vegetables, like stuff that's really easy to like break down, as well as you know, yes, some protein sources, right? But like make sure you chop them up real good. So maybe not even like the fattier meats, more of the leaner cuts. That'd be my recommendation. I said do that. Is Euphoria better than Ether or Takeover? No. Not at all. No. It is a good song though. It's better than Push Up. But it's not better. Ether is the greatest diss track of all time. Takeover is funny, but it's not better than the Ether. Listening to you keeps me motivated. Hey, I'm glad I can inspire Big Mike. So I'm talking about, how is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is fantastic, Ringo. And if you want to learn more about intermittent fasting, right, and the different methods that you can use to get ripped, go ahead, pull up to the free Summer Shred Secrets Masterclass I'm doing next Thursday to give you guys all my insider secrets to lose fat, get ripped, stay ripped year round, and accomplish all your goals. Okay? Go ahead, hit that link. It's in the chat. It's also in the description of the video. Reserve you a spot before spots run out, right? Because we got limited spots. Victoria says, I'm working on losing weight. What's your recommended caloric intake? I've lost 35 pounds since January. I did a lot of keto. I don't know your stats, so I would need more information, like your lifestyle as well as your weight, things like that. 2,500 calories sounds wild, though. It sounds fucking wild. I've coached to this point hundreds of people, right? And I've coached a lot of women, and I've never put a woman on that many calories and she's lost weight. I've never put a woman on that many calories, period. And I've coached women who have been over 300 pounds, right? One of my most successful clients was a woman named Tammy from Michigan. She lost over 130 pounds, right? With, a combination of my coaching and then just kind of taking some of my advice initially before even working with me exclusively. And we didn't have her on nowhere near that many calories. And she was in the 300-pound club before we lost that weight. Right. So I don't know where you're getting this wild number from. I had her taking in I think 16 or 1,800 calories or something. Right. So I don't know. 2,500 calories for a woman. Come on, cuz. I don't know. But I think you need to figure out what your BMR is and just either hit your calories with your BMR or go slightly below it, maybe 200 or 300 calories. If you come to the master class, I'm teaching more about like how to actually formulate your your calories for a deficit to lose fat and then keep it off long term. You're free to reserve a spot. You know what I'm saying? It's completely free. Is keto much less or more effective? Keto is ketosis, right? Ketogenic diet is when your body starts to convert fatty acids into fuel and use that as an energy source as opposed to glucose that you get from foods like carbs. So essentially, it could help you lose fat because you're just using fat as energy. However, there are some drawbacks. You're eliminating the whole food group, which means that like a third, if not more, of the percentage of foods are now off limits to you. If you're okay with that, right? If you don't fuck with like ice cream, cookies, cakes, pizza, like Chinese food, right? Whatever. If you don't like that shit no more, it's cool. Because if you lose weight with keto, guess what? Whatever you do to get the body, you have to continue to do to keep that body. So if you can maintain that as a lifestyle long term, go ahead, go keto. All right. Go ahead, be a keto dork. Me, I fuck with carbs, right? Like I like carbs. I actually enjoy them. And I've lost a ton of weight. I lost 50 pounds in 5 months myself, still eating carbs. Why the fuck would I give them up? Right. And the same thing with my clients. They lose, I just told you about somebody who lost hundreds of pounds, right? Someone else, a lot of people lose, tens to 20s to 50 pounds on my program. We all eat carbs. So you don't have to give up carbs to lose weight. But if you want to, you can. Melissa says, what do I say to my daughter to to get her motivated? I'm gonna address that in a second because Yvonne says, "How do we reserve a spot for the class?" Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sean's comment is funny. You reserve a spot for the class by hitting the link that I am dropping in the chat right now. You just go there, reserve you a spot, right? Motivation. Let's get to motivation. Motivation is not something that is sustainable because it is an emotion. It comes and goes. It's just like the weather. Right now, I'm in Florida and it's sunny and it feels great. Tomorrow it could rain, right? And the sun won't be out until the rain stops. It does oscillate between both. There will be sun and there will be rain, right? I can't control that shit. Neither can y'all, unless you storm, right? Right. Shout out to the X-Men, right? So it's the same with emotions, right? Sometimes you're gonna be motivated, sometimes you're not, right? You can do little hacks to keep you motivated sometimes, but it's not the thing that's gonna make you consistent over time. The only thing that'll help you with that is discipline. So what I would advise you to tell your daughter, you can't really tell her anything to make her do it. She has to make a decision to become more disciplined. That's the key. The key is to drop any emotional attachment that you have to wanting to be motivated and start to get used to the idea of doing it even though you don't feel like it. Like, think about the things you guys do that you don't feel like doing, right? You get up and you go to a job every day to make money, even though sometimes you would rather sleep in, right? You sit in traffic, right, to drive to this place, even though you would rather like drive back and go home if the traffic's like too crazy. Right? You know what I'm saying? You have to, use the bathroom, and you don't just do it in your pants. No, you wait and you go to the bathroom and use it. Right? These are all examples of discipline, right? You just be disciplined. Right? You decide that you're not going to do what you feel like doing. You're going to do what you feel like is best. What's you're giving up what you want in the moment to get what you want the most. And she has to make a mental shift around like why she even wants to make a change and what happens if she doesn't change, and get so aligned with that thinking that what she want right now is insignificant. It don't matter. Right? Like, people be asking me, man, how do you say no to, cheat? Like, how do you say no to drinking alcohol or eating cakes and pies and sweets and all that? Because I compare that shit to the shit that I really want, right? To be an exceptional leader to the people I coach, right? To have a physique that embodies what I teach, to reach my full potential and help others do the same, and to ultimately get to a level where I'm able to provide value to people who provide value to other people, right? Sort of a trickle down effect. I think about shit like that. So when I compare that to some donuts, I'm like, yo, fuck these donuts, man. I want this. That's what has to happen for her mentally. She has to think like that. So I don't know if you can do that for her. She has to decide that for herself. But it's giving up what you want now for what you want the most. If that was helpful, guys, type 1 in them comments, man. If you're gonna become more disciplined. Discipline is the key, baby. And if you want to learn how to become more disciplined, I'm gonna give y'all some hacks at the free Summer Shred Secrets Masterclass, right? Go ahead, register for a spot before it's too late. All right. That's what I was thinking. That was a lot of calories. Yeah, them calories is wild, Victoria. I don't know who told you that. If somebody told you that, or if you like put that together on your own, I think there's some a sort of misrepresentation of information right now. I've never had a woman that I've coached that had her eating 2,500 calories. That's ridiculous. Like, again, unless she is in fact going to do a bodybuilding show. Eat more protein at iftar. Yo, I don't know what that means, man. But shout out to iftar, whoever he is. I'm on that path to discipline. That's fantastic, Brenda. Stay on that path, right? Uh, Tina, I know a lot of people that drink and still are able to keep their physique. Yeah, yeah, some people do, but it's like, what else do they do that you're not aware of, right? What else is prominent in their lifestyle, right? Were they already in shape when they started drinking? Are they more active than you, right? Is their metabolic rate higher than yours, right? What else are they doing other than drinking, right? Because the drinking itself is not the thing that's keeping them in shape. So it's like, what the fuck do those other habits look like? You know, it's like, what things around it. It's like one thing is not mutually exclusive to the determining factor of what got them in shape. It's not the fact that they got in shape, and they drink, what I mean, it means that there's a connection. No, they have other habits that actually offset the drinking. So you got to ask them that. You know what I'm saying? What are you guys doing? Corey Armstrong. It's Jose Guzman from Oxnard, California. I'm big as hell, but I'm glad you're here. Were you in prison? If so, the federal state. Yo, I don't know what this guy just said. So we're gonna just keep going. But if you here and you big as hell, you've come to the right place, right? I'm giving out some game today. Whatever questions you got, drop them in the chat. And if you want more help on getting to the next level, losing that fat, keeping it off, go ahead, pull up to that free masterclass I'm doing next week. Summer Shred Secrets, baby. So get you summer ready before it's too late. Yo, Miller says your videos have helped me lose some weight quick. Miller, congratulations, man. How much weight have you lost? I'm curious. I weigh 175. How do I hit my protein goals if I eat once a day? Plan it out, bro. Right. But I don't know why you're eating once a day to hit a protein goal. I don't know if there's a reason behind that. Maybe it's a personal reason. I don't know. But I wouldn't advise anybody attempt to hit all their protein in one meal. That's a fucking ridiculous amount of protein. Right. I did it last month myself, but I've also been training like consistently 9 years and tracking my shit 9 years. So I know what I got to do to hit my protein goals. I just loaded up on like 1.5 pounds of protein, like a dead animal, whether it was like chicken or steak or salmon or something. And then I maybe drank like a protein shake with it. But most people ain't gonna be able to handle that much. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be too much. Fair play, Corey. Hey, thank you, George. Miller says he lost 20 pounds. Hey, congrats, big dog. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Miller Lite. Nah, you probably heard that joke a million times. Victoria. I just looked up a website. It's called TDEE. Okay. Total daily exercise expenditure. I think that's what that stands for. I'm working hard. I need to lose at least 150 pounds. Victoria, you can do it if you've already lost some weight, right? You just have to build a calorie deficit. That's the key. You got to get to a calorie deficit. So if you already did it, you've already been doing things to get you in a calorie deficit. You just got to figure out what a deficit is for you. I can tell you right now, 2,500 calories ain't it. I can tell you right now, it's not that. So you got to figure out what your basal metabolic rate is. Figure out what your BMR is, and then subtract like 200, 300 calories from that, and that should set you up better. Laura says, it's my birthday. Son just got me a pair of Adidas Boosts. Hey, happy birthday, Laura. Let's give Laura a happy birthday if we can. Yo, you want to clap says, I saw Corey drinking Bud Light once. Yo, that's cap. I ain't never drank that. I ain't never put that filth in my body. I respect myself too much. I respect myself way too much to put that filth in my mouth. Pause. Yeah. Yeah, we getting love in the chat for Laura. Do you recommend getting fitness watches and starting to go to the gym? Yes, fitness watches are cool because they give you an idea of not like the calorie burn thing. I don't think that's like a good metric for it, but they do give you a good idea of like your steps in a day. And you can just scale your steps up. You can scale your steps up, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all about tracking your steps. That's actually one of the main things I teach my clients is we set like, and this might help Victoria, right? You set your calorie goal, right? Whatever the deficit is. So let's just say I don't know Victoria's stats, right? But let's just say you did the math and you found out like your BMR is like 1,500 calories, right? So then now you chop that down 200. Now you're eating like 1,300, right? You going high protein, so you stay full. Now you lose a bunch of weight on that. What you do is you keep the food as high as you can with the highest amount of protein and fiber. And then you just scale your steps up. So you figure out how many steps you average in a day with this watch, right? And it might be like, I don't know, some of y'all don't move at all. Right? Y'all motherfucking desk workers doing like 3,000 steps, talking about y'all active. No, you're not, right? So you do 3,000 steps a day, but then you see it on the watch, right? You just double it, right? All right, now I gotta do 6,000. That get easy, you double it again, 12,000. Now you scaling up your deficit and burning more calories every single day and building a bigger deficit to lose as much fat as you like. Now, guys, if that helped you a little bit, go ahead, type 1 in the chat. I want to know. James Daniels, shout out to Dallas. I weigh 180 pounds down from 218. I have lost all the weight I want for now. I'm hitting the weight. Should I replace the Owen shake for a meal replacement? Nah, man. Fuck meal replacements, man. Just eat some more food. You're going to get way more value from eating foods, man. You know what I'm saying? Eat your calories. I ain't never heard somebody say, you know what? I've never met a person who got really, really ripped and muscular and defined drinking meal replacements. I've never met one. Not one. I don't know how they still in business because I've never met somebody who I've been like, hey, yo, how did you do it? Right? How did you build all this muscle? Right? How did you get to the point where you like so ripped? And it's like, yo, between me and you, I take meal replacements every day. Like I ain't never heard a man say that shit to me ever. Like, so who is getting ripped with meal replacements? I don't know anybody. Everybody I know who's ripped, aesthetic, has been able to sustain it for a long period of time. They just eat more calories when it's time to eat. That's the whole shit, man. I know it ain't the sexy answer you want. I know you wanted to think that there's some magic supplement you could take, man, to get your cheat calories in really fast, but nah, you gotta eat, baby. you gotta eat. All right. Mabel 1 says Mabel 1. Okay. All right. My man says how do I look like John Wick? Ask Keanu Reeves, man. Ask Keanu, man. He knows. I guarantee he knows. You know what I'm saying? That's the one person I can guarantee knows. There might be one other person who knows, but he for sure knows, right? Keanu. Victoria says, I exercise an hour a day, 30 minutes of cardio, lift weights for 30 minutes. Hey, that's what's up. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like it's working. You out here losing weight. You know what I'm saying? Is pizza a cheat meal? Most times, yeah. I mean, you could make pizza fit your macros if you do some of the stuff that I've talked about in my videos, like go to Blaze Pizza and get like the special order one where you make it, you know what I'm saying? You get like the keto crust, low carb, load up on the protein, stuff like that. But honestly, man, it's easier to just not. You know, it's easier to just like save it for a cheat day. Best protein pancake recipe. How do you make your own protein bar? Esmeralda, I think you got me confused with like one of these cook show fitness people, right? One of these motherfuckers who be like chefing up some shit in the kitchen. I'm not that guy. I have never made my own protein bar. I don't have that type of time, right? And most of my clients don't. So I ain't never had the need to show somebody how to make a fucking protein bar. You can just go buy one. How about that? Go buy one that you like, right? Now, Esmeralda, I have made protein pancakes before. The easiest way to do it is, just it's two ways. You just get a protein pancake mix, like Kodiak cakes, which is already made for you. You just add a little eggs to it for more protein. Maybe you add a scoop of protein powder to it to give it even more flavor as well as more grams of protein. Or, guys, I've done this so many times. You get some oatmeal, right? You mix that with a scoop of protein powder, mix that with some eggs, and then use that as your batter, and bam, that's a protein pancake. I just blew somebody's mind. Oh shit, what? Yeah. I used to eat that all the time. But I don't cook no more now. I get a meal prep company to deliver to me. Uh, Pizza with shredded chicken breasts as the crust is life. That sounds lit. Premier protein pancakes ready made as well. Oh, Missy out here giving y'all some game. I ain't even know that was. I didn't know that was a thing. You just taught me something. I didn't even know you could do that. If you eat more protein, you lose more body fat. Maybe it could help because protein has the highest thermic effect. So you burn the most calories when you consume protein, and you have to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat. So the more protein you consume, the more calories you're burning in relation to like carbs or fats, right? And then the other side of it is the more protein you consume, right? If you're training for strength, you're breaking the muscles down, you're building them back up. The protein to help you repair those muscle fibers. And then what you do, what I'm saying, faster metabolism, baby. The vibes, you know what I'm saying? You burn more calories at rest. So protein is definitely contributing factor indirectly. And then, the other thing is protein is more satiating than carbs and fats. So if you in a calorie deficit, you less likely to go out here eating a bunch of extra food because you got more protein in. You can be full, right? If that was helpful, type one in the chat. Type one in the chat, guys. If that was helpful information. Protein don't burn body fat, but it can help. It can help. Ooh. All right. That's good. Well, guys, it's about that time for me. I just wanted to stop by, give you guys some good hacks and some tips, some things to help you this week to be successful. It's a new month, new opportunity to chase these goals. And what better time to get ready for the summer than now, right? Now, look, if you want more help getting to your goals faster, right? So you can not only get, in shape for the summer, but be able to maintain that success long term because you've developed the right habits. I'm doing a free masterclass. It's called the Summer Shred Secrets, right? And we're going fully in depth on what me and my clients use to get summer ready, but what? Stay summer ready, right? If you want to reserve a spot so you don't miss out, the link is in the chat. It's also in the description of the video. Y'all take care. Till next time. Peace. Mm, 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 mm.